So, continuation here of the old log.
Okay.
Terminating right there, about mid.
So this is a whole second log.
That log you didn't put, that's a 27 there.
This is another log next to the fungal covered and stump
That's in 27.
log.
So here's our line. There. I'm starting out 37 years.
Correct.
It's on the
But
edge.
no, that log he's standing on is in 27. He's the middle line right there. We missed it. That's what we're saying.
No, it's right.
Okay, this way.
Let's get that.
You got that.
I got the mushroom.
Got a good stump over here.
We got that one.
Two of them.
Oh, what's the stuff next to it?
There's
A
two.
small stuff next to it. Okay.
You think that's an alder stump?
It's hard to say.
I wouldn't give that.
It's fragmented from a bigger piece. And over there is the mother of all
Now we're in the 41, right?
stumps behind Rowdy.
41.
Some major wood debris here on the end. Piled up old new downfall and old remains from logging.
That's
Oh, I see it down
there's a
there.
stump on the back.
Here's this massive stump. You can see it's pretty damn big.
Organic pile in the back. And then what's that? More stump back there in the very back? The very back? I remember looking at it before.
Oh, you were there. Good.
Yeah.
Another big ball
Well, I'm
debris
going to say
pile.
stompers. I think that's what that is.
It's one of the last big firs seen in the film, I believe. Cluster of trees, sloping hillside going down like that, as you can see in the DeHinden and black and white photo from 1971.
We're in 50. Debris here. Logs, two logs.
Logs.
Middle logs.
Okay.
Two.
Two logs.
But you would,
Trees would be just outside. Just north of 41. So all your three trees there.
Where's the line, Steven? Got a line there?
yeah, there's a marker right behind that alder, right there,
Oh, yeah, those trees are just outside that line.
going this way. Got a tall stump here, and then some big firs behind it.
You just drew in your three trees up there? Mm-hmm. This log here is down here. You already got it drawn in.
Oh, okay. We double backed.
Yeah, you got it drawn in already.
Got it.
There should be another log right there. You got that in. Good. You got that one. And it's clear to the other end. Now what I do is as I walk along here is mark those trees, especially the big tree. Let's go down there and look at it. Yeah, let's get right on that. Because those are
There is the big tree.
Those are the key ones. Here we are standing in 48. Old log down. And there's one of our key trees.
Let me draw that in.
This would be the so-called ladder tree. You can see, I think, going up the side, that it has lots of small branches coming off of its sides.
No, you got this. That's that one. You already have that one.
Can't really see too well through there.
Three.
Here's that stumpy, angled, broken off fir,
Down on the meridian.
dead at the time in the film, still standing. The middle tree.
And then you have.
The maple with the crook in
So
it,
we're given this side.
providing the yellow color seen in the film. Vine maples down below, which were red in the Patterson film. And there is the big tree. It's definitely it. So did you guys want to talk about the trees that we found on the camera?
If we did, we can talk about it.
stump. Whoa, stump over here. A couple stumps here. I'm trying to find those babies in. That would be, shoot.
Well, here's them right in. Here we are. Boom. That little stump would be right there.
So it's two, so we can
Yeah, right there's our line.
see
Boom.
the,
Yep. Pretty much in the
the
middle.
crook there
More
in the
middle, maybe.
maple.
Because I see the ones back here.
Right down
There you go.
Sandbar.
So that, what number was that?
47, C47.
47, two stumps. Two stumps. All right. Yeah, I really think that's the background trees right there. You look at the maple here, and we talked about this already, I think. It has a crook in it.
Yeah.
It has a crook in it.
We'll show that here.
That's the maple in the background next to the big tree. This is the only big tree that fits anything close to
The
the
hugest tree.
description
Yeah.
as the big tree and behind Patty. And next to it is a maple with a crick about 8 to 10 feet up. And the crick doesn't change. It stays in the same height. The tree grows
There's
from the
the
top
bottom.
up.
Yeah, and then the one next to it is another.
Is the other big one
Fir that we see.
It's kind of hidden in her shot, isn't it? Patty's shot's a little bit hidden, that tree.
There's one, the big one
Yeah.
is kind of the shadows.
That one's hidden
One
because
side.
there's a lot of material in front of it, too. And shadows. So there you go. If it's in the shadows, that means it's in the shadow of that tree.
If the sunlight is.
So that's when we could have measured out on our time. Because if that was in shadow, it had to be in shadow of the big tree. That's the only thing big enough. Well, no, I take that back. All that could have been covering it. That the big tree was not in shadow, was it? No, it wasn't. It's blown out in the TG.
That was a focal point.
Yeah, it's blown out in the. So it had total sun on it. So that's another day. But if we would have stood here all day and watched the sun and seen when it made that one disappear before that, but I don't see how that could have happened.
No, it's too far to one side.
Yeah. But I definitely think this is a spot.
What do you think of that broken off stump of an angled fir there?
This one up there. That is, by the bark on it, that's fir.
Looks like the thing that we see in the film, right?
Mm-hmm.
Only the top part is broken off more.
Yeah, and that makes sense. It would break off again as it rotted more, as it filled up with water and decayed. It would probably break again in the middle. And that'll eventually break again in the middle. Same thing.
And then that tree behind it is what Bill Munns has been calling the ladder tree. It seems to still have those little branches coming off the side of it
Well, it does.
at a low level.
It does have. This branch is broken off. Like, not like this one. You can't see it, but you can see the broken branches on that tree.
And there's Peter Burns' woodpecker holes in the tree of the trunk of the big tree there. So.
And there's a leaning tree back there, but I don't think we can see that in any shots.
Oh
can
yeah,
we?
that snag back
It's a
there.
smaller tree.
No, that big one that's leaning, the big one. It's got a lean
yeah.
to it.
That lean.
Yeah, see how that crosses?
Can't really film it too well, but you see
Yeah.
it's angled in there.
Right behind, right in the
Yeah,
middle.
nice big dead snag behind there.
It's pretty far behind. That's 30
Yeah.
feet behind it.
Okay.
So
And
we're
a little
pretty,
lean to, but that's that's a new tree. That's no big deal.
we're pretty convinced then, you guys.
I think you'd be really, really hard pressed anywhere within a mile of here to find this exact look that's even comparable to the film. So this is it in my mind.
This has all the points, including the stumps, which we're gonna finish gridding out here,
Yep.
and that will hopefully prove it beyond all doubt.
Yep.
But I already just see right here the perspective in the filming original point we've established more or less.
And that
And
point,
these
when
trees
she's
here.
right in between the two, he's pretty much shooting directly north. And
Yeah.
we can probably look at the film and see that, because that's when her face is totally exposed to sun.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
And that orange flag there is our far north marker, right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Direct line from the first sighting
378 feet
below the maple.
across from the maple to our considered first sighting.
Can you say that again? How many feet?
378 feet from
Mhm.
our original sighting across to our maple, establishing our maple next to the big tree.
That sounds just about right. From the film site measurements. Though we do need to find stumps somewhere in front of the big tree. Those Dehinden measurements were from the stumps, not the big tree itself.
Established old stump.
That could be the one right there.
You have that in there yet?
Right in front of the big tree, down and then to its westward is another big stump. Right on the edge of the wall of the canyon. So there you have it, folks. The Patterson Gimlin film site.
Where's our line over there? Fir, not a stump.
So here we
25
are,
for the fir.
up on some
Then 26 would be right where you're at? That way?
This is
big
26.
berm of earth. Dead woodpecker old tree here.
X -2, Y +2.
Some more younger firs in the front here. There's this old maple.
And I'll get rid of this.
We think perhaps we could find this in the early part of the film if this is within the camera angle. Here's some of the big trees. Little red colored vine maples
Try
growing.
to get that maple in. Here, this is 15, right? Right on the edge of 15. On the other edge, see?
And this is what's left of that debris pile. We don't know for sure. We haven't measured it all the way yet, but this may be it. It's old, old stuff. It takes a long time for this to rot away completely. Big, giant fir trunks. It's very hard to navigate. Here's the back end of it. The root end of the tree. Still measuring things, huh, Robert?
Yeah. I'm trying to find where that bend in the river is so we can round out the edge.
Uh-huh. Well, here we go. One last line.
That point from that marker, it runs parallel directly east and west, and then at 80 feet, it starts to turn.